Sports Heroes. You're tuned in to the Missoula Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen.
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
Woo!
We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Everybody hustles out there, okay, guys? Nobody quits.
Welcome back to Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the 2018 American Legion A State Tournament. Chris Stratton at Denton Field at Connors Stadium as we have the championship game set to go. It's all west with the Glacier Twins taking on the Bitterroot Red Sox. I am joined here with the head coach of the Miles Community College Pioneers, Jeff Brabant. Jeff, thanks for coming back on. You got to be on the cast we had the other night between these two teams.
Yeah, it was great. I couldn't miss this again. I wasn't going to do this. This is awesome.
Alrighty, well, Jeff, we're going to go ahead and jump into starting lineups as we'll be pushed up against the national anthem here in a moment. We're going to go ahead and start with the visiting team, the Twins. Number 13, Ryan Veneman will be at third base, leading off. Number 3, Tommy Helwig will hold down second base and bat second. Batting third will be number 10, Kobe Clark Dickinson, the shortstop. Number 7, Tarek Bistido will bat fourth. He'll hang out in center field. The third baseman, Jack Schwager. Number 8, he is the fifth hole batter. The sixth hole batter is number 4, Matty Morrison. He will hang out in right field. The designated hitter bats seventh. That's number 24, Dan Seymour. The catcher, number 21, Quentin Shriver, will bat eighth, and rounding it out, it is Caleb Meehan. Number 15, Meehan is the left fielder. Now for the hosting Bitterroot Red Sox, number 1, Cam Rothy will lead things off. He will hold down second base. The shortstop, number 3, Taylor Galagoski, will bat second. Batting third will be number 25, Matt Brown, the catcher. Batting fourth is number 13, Hunter Omlid. He'll hold down third base. The center fielder bats fifth. He's number 9, Garrick Richardson. Number 28, Bryden Bowman, the first baseman, bats sixth. Batting seventh is number 27, Garrett Hunt. He's the DH. He will not be holding down first today. Number 8, Tucker Jones will bat eighth. He's in left field, and the right fielder will round things out, Tyler Davis. He's number 4. So with a great matchup from the other night, it was a beautiful evening game, and I love baseball underneath the lights. But what do you expect out of today's game?
Well, the Wednesday guys get to come back. So I'm pretty sure, talking to Glacier's coach, they're throwing the same kid that they threw on Wednesday.
That's Zach Veneman.
Yep, I think so. At least that's what they said. I don't remember. That seems like that's been a month ago now. But they're going to compete, and I don't, even though two teams get to go to regionals, and these two are both going to be the Montana reps, I fully expect this to be very competitive, and they're going to get after it.
So yeah, it's going to be a very good competition. It is the championship game now. The Twins are undefeated on the tournament, so if the Red Sox end up taking the game, we'll have a second game, because it'll be the first loss for the Twins. But you did mention that the pitching rules, they do allow the pitchers to come back after the days of rest, so that'll make things interesting. Last week for the AA tournament, we kind of ran out of pitching, and games slowed down a little bit, and we got a little extended on some games.
Yeah, and that's going to happen. I think that's what it's going to boil down to today, is who takes care of the baseball.
Alrighty, well, we're going to have the national anthem here in a moment. They're going to do the code of sportsmanship and the national anthem. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Attention all Legion baseball fans. The Missoula Prep Sports Network will be the exclusive video streaming provider for the Montana, Alberta AA and A Legion tournaments July 18th through August 1st. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to support the coverage of the games, please send us an email and we'll get in touch with you. Join us live from Kalispell, Montana and Miles City, Montana, July 28th through August 1st for state championship drama. MPSN. Legion baseball fans home for the 2018 Montana-Alberta State Tournaments.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community. Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. As we looks like we do have a full crew for today's game, as I've got two jogging. Nope, that is the second and third baseman. Umpires. Our umpires behind home plate will be Sean Neddy. First base will be Kelly Old. Second base is Merrill Percy, and Jeff Hill will stand at third. Great group of umpires. They're staying in the hotel that I'm staying at, the Miles City Inn, and great little place that you had us booked into for the tournament. But saw Kelly Old this morning, and he was really excited about getting into today's game.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. And shout out to Miles City Hotel and Todd Stedman. They gave us a pretty good rate for you guys. And the commissioners and everybody else here that's involved from an administrative standpoint, so thanks to them. But yeah, you know, we work really hard on making sure we get the right guys here, because I think that's the basis of having a good tournament, is having good officials. That can make or break a tournament.
So both teams in the A level go to Northwest Regionals in Lewiston, and that's a great little facility. I don't know if you've been to their facility there, but we did a tournament there this year, and great hosts. Lewiston was, and then a nice little facility. I was really feeling like I was a king, because they put me up in the actual press box. I had air conditioning and a little visor for tint for it. I mean, I was feeling really upscale, being a Legion play-by-play guy. But nice facility there. They've got a good little facility there with the, I can't remember, is that Lewis and Clark College?
Yep, Lewis and
yeah.
Clark. Mm-hmm.
So it'll be a lot of fun for both these teams to go over there and play in that tournament.
Yeah, and they host the NAIA World Series every year. So their facility's got to be up there, and it is.
Alrighty, so we get set to go here with Nick Draper on the bump. Our pitchers, Nick Draper, number 18 for the Red Sox, and Zach Veneman, number 9. We did mention Veneman in the opening, and it will be Ryan Veneman, the first baseman, to lead off. So Draper with the stretch, and our first pitch of the championship game is on its way. It'll be a ball.
Nope, he called it a strike.
1 o'clock, he did call it a strike. Got to wait for a moment on Neji for that call, and we get on schedule right here at 1 o'clock. This one's going to be hit out into the gap, and we'll have out number 1.
Hit that ball pretty well, actually.
So we go to the second baseman, number 3, Tanner, wrong side. Number 3, Tommy Hellwig, the second baseman. Here's the pitch. And that one will come in as ball 1. Here's the pitch, and we go 2-0 on the count. Hellwig had some time in the bullpen. I thought maybe we were going to get a chance to see him pitch last night with that game with Laurel. And Laurel, they are the real deal. I mean, there's some good teams in the tournament, but they were a very special team.
Yeah, they've dominated for a long time at Eastern A, and to Coach Studner does it right.
That one's going to have a gnarly curve down the third base line for strike one. So we go 2-1 on the count to Hellwig. Kobe Clark Dickinson in the on-deck circle. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to tag the batter. And that will be the first runner on for the Twins off the hit by pitch. So we go to Kobe Clark Dickinson, and Coach, the shortstop, you liked him the other night when we were on. You had some good things to say about him.
Yeah, he's a special player. Obviously, really, really good on the mound. He's special. He's got a bright future.
And we have one come in for a ball. How important is it for the pitcher to be able to hit well? I mean, we've seen in Legion where there's quite a few pitchers that do hit the ball well.
Well,
you get up to your level.
I think at the Legion level, they're usually your best athletes. And, of course, he pitches and hits third and plays shortstop, so that tells you the whole story right there. You start moving up in levels, and that starts to deteriorate.
And we'll get a pitch to slide in, and we'll go 2-1 on the count.
And by deteriorate, I don't mean that they aren't good players, but, you start to have to specialize, no different than you do as a career. And
this one swung on. It does get contact on the backswing. Either way, we'll be at 2-2 on the count.
And it gets harder because, you're focused on just doing one thing great. And the training that goes along with that is very difficult, because if you're a hitter, then you got to work on that, and you got to work on your defensive skill, and you got to work on your pitching. And you almost get to that point where you get a little bit left behind, because just the guys that pitch are focusing on that skill all the time at practice.
Here's the pitch by Draper. And this one's going to be smacked into center field, and it's going to fall in the gap. That's going to put the runner from first around to third. They'll pick it up, and they're going to go ahead and wave him around. Hellwig is on his way home on the throw, and around the corner is Clark Dickinson. And billed to suit, we have an RBI and a run in off of Clark Dickinson.
That was a good piece of hitting right there. This guy in the mound for Bitterroot, Draper, doesn't throw very hard, and so to be able to stay back and drive a ball in the right center gap like that takes a lot of discipline. Good job by Dickinson.
So we come to Tarek Bistido, the center fielder, and he's going to smack the first one, and he's going to find a little hopper line drive in, and that's going to bring the runner home from third, and the Twins find themselves up 2-0 over the Red Sox.
Just like that, you hit a guy in a triple and a single.
It stacks up very quickly. Both these teams, though, bouncing back and forth with their games yesterday. The Red Sox, they would have the Outlaws out of Gallatin Valley, and that one went by very quickly as we have the first pitch to Jack Schwager, the third baseman, gives us strike one. But that first game, 1 hour and 19 minutes, and then the second one was just over 3 hours.
I would say that game yesterday between Bitterroot and GVO is probably the second best game behind the undefeated game between these two teams the night before.
Yeah, it was really good baseball yesterday. In the Gallatin game, if you like hitting, that one was a good game as well. Here's the pitch, and we'll have ball one. So 1-2 on the count to the third baseman. You guys had a little action in the hospitality booth out there. A couple of balls hit out that direction yesterday.
Yeah, it's a good time over there. There's a lot of good people. My grounds crew is over there, and it was good.
Shortstop is not able to gather the ball up, so that puts runners at first and second, and we'll have the first error of the game.
I think that might be little Goligoski's first error I've seen this tournament.
So now we come to Matty Morrison, the right fielder, and we're working through the order as we sit in the 6-hole batter. And Matt Brown will call time. Matt Brown is special, another athlete for the Red Sox, is very determined and has a lot of fire, as we saw the other night, for the Red Sox.
Yeah, he's going to develop into a good player. He matures and grows a little bit more and understands the game behind the plate, and he's already pretty good. But he'll improve immensely.
So Draper now with his right foot on the rubber. Runners at first and second with the lead.
You know, Chris, I think when it's all said and done, I think these are the two best teams in the state. I think Laurel's right there, and GVO played pretty well. But I think when it all boils down to it, and you take the full length of a 5-day tournament, and the fact that, you know, you have to go through your pitching staff and just the grind, I do think these are the two best teams in the state.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. I mean, some quality baseball is the pitch will slide in to get us to a 1-1 count.
I thought Glacier's coaching staff did a really good job grinding out Laurel yesterday. You know, I think they threw probably 4 or 5 pitchers yesterday, and just did a good job managing that game. And I thought Coach Studner made the right moves. It just, the ball didn't bounce right one way.
This one's popped out into center field. Center fielder searching for it, the glove, and that is out number 2. Had a little bit of a confusion at the end of, I think it was the 5th inning, where the runner didn't tag properly at third,
yep.
And came home, and everybody on the Twins side thought we had a score, but he was ended up being tagged out at third.
Yep, they appealed and got him out.
So we work to Dan Seymour, and Seymour is going to put this one into the glove of the right fielder, and that's the side. So 2 on board, 2 scored, and we go to the bottom of the first with a 2-0 lead for the Twins. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you checked out the Garden of Eden video of the week at mpsn406.com? Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage and email us the video. Yours just might go viral. npsn.com, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we head to the bottom of the first inning where the Glacier Twins have stuck 2 runs up on the board to take a 2-0 lead over the Bitterroot Red Sox. Red Sox will have their first at-bat of the game with Cam Rothy to lead off, Tanner Galagoski in the on-deck circle, and Matt Brown in the hole. It's Zach Veneman. And looking at the book here, I'm judging that Veneman is younger than his brother Ryan Veneman. 21 is when he graduates, and Ryan is 17. So the younger Veneman on the bump, the right-hander.
Yeah, and I like him. I watched him a little bit on the bullpen on the way up here, and he's not bad. He's not bad. He's gonna, I think he's gonna give him some trouble early. We'll see how quick Bitterroot adjusts, but Bitterroot can swing it. So it's, putting up 2 runs in the first probably doesn't mean a whole lot right now. There's going to be some scoring, I think, in this game.
So Veneman ready for the first pitch, and it is Cam Rothy in the box. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one is high and into right field. The glove on it puts it as out number 1.
1 pitch, 1 out. Pitcher's best friend.
So we go to Tanner Galagoski, number 3, the shortstop. Galagoski, a known name in Hamilton as Mr. Galagoski or Coach Galagoski. Talented basketball player, multi-sport athlete. Tanner's older sister, as bunt is showing, and we'll have strike 1 to Galagoski. But he's got an older sister that plays basketball at the University of Montana as well for Shannon Schwain.
Former Shannon Kate.
Formerly Shannon Kate, that's right. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be rolled out. The second baseman bobbles it, picks it up, the throw to first, and that is out number 2.
Ball was really well hit. Took the second baseman a little short hop.
So now we go to Matt Brown, the catcher. And it looks like Zach Veneman is keeping things tight. He nods, he shakes off. And they'll let the first pitch slide in for ball 1. Matt Brown showed a lot of emotion the other night against these Twins. As this one, he's going to hit right to the shortstop. The throw, and it's 3 up, 3 down for the Sox. We go to the top of the second with the Glacier Twins leading 2-0. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to Denton Field at Connor Stadium. Chris Stratton, Jeff Brabant of the Miles Community College. And Coach, I was corrected promptly by your missus yesterday. It's not, I kept saying Miles City, and she said, no, it's Miles Community College. So she corrected me very promptly.
Be married with her for 15 years, and she'll correct you quite a bit.
And we have a shout out to Charlie Martin. He says, wow, Coach has a future in broadcasting. Both sound good.
Charlie just wants his kid to play. I get it. But I appreciate that, Charlie.
Charlie's oldest son, James, plays here at Miles Community College, second baseman. Here's Draper with the first pitch of the inning, and it's going to be to the catcher, Quentin Shriver. And we'll go ball 1. This one's rolled down the third base line to get us even at 1 on the foul tip. Caleb Meehan, it's the bottom of the order, the 8-9 batters. And the Twins would slide through their first 7 batters in that first inning, Coach.
Yeah, 5 pitches, I think it was, 5 or 6 pitches.
Yeah, it was on the other side, it was 5 pitches, 3 up, 3 down. But for the Twins at the top of the first inning, they went through their first 7 batters.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch by Draper. And this one's going to be fouled up in the air.
It's
and
going to be
playable. And he can't put it in the glove. The catcher with a good beat on it. But
first baseman's ball. First baseman's got to take over, and that's such a hard play for the catcher.
So we'll go 1-2 on the count.
And Brown's down in 2.
Leader on the field is Brown. Love to see the young men come on as leaders. And I noticed yesterday in the GVO game, there's a couple of points where the team came together without the coach coming out for a visit.
Yeah, that's a sign of good leadership, good team chemistry.
This one's hit into left field. Good beat on it in the glove, and that'll be out number 1. That'll take us to the bottom of the order.
That's a good example, Chris. The coach can't do it all. And we can't be everywhere. We can't be the good cops and the bad cops all the time. There's got to be some ranking, if you will, I guess, from the players to be able to tell kids, hey, this is what we're doing, this is how you're doing it.
First pitch to Caleb Meehan will be a ball. Exactly. I mean, accountability starts from within.
Yep.
This one's going to be rolled at the pitcher. The shortstop with a good roll on it. Goligoski would throw to first, the reach, and Bowman will have the out. That's 2 down.
It's a good play by Little Go-Go.
So that swings us to the top of the order to Ryan Veneman, the first baseman, number 13. So 2 down. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the second. 2 runs on the board for the Twins. Here's Draper with the first pitch to Veneman, and this is going to be rolled to the third baseman. Good beat on it. The throw to first is on target, and that's the side. So 3 up, 3 down, a mirror of the bottom of the first, and we go to the bottom of the second with Glacier leading Bitterroot 2-0. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Cup Sports Network.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of prep sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at the 2018 American Legion A State Tournament, the championship game, Glacier Twins and the Bitterroot Red Sox, 2 teams that know each other. Dominated by the West is the championship. Jeff Brabrant of the Miles Community College Pioneers, the manager, joining us on the broadcast. It's Hunter Omlett, the 4-5-6 batter scheduled. Omlett, the third baseman, and Zach Veneman with his second inning on the mound. And Coach, you were impressed with Veneman in the bullpen. How was the first inning, 3 up, 3 down?
Well, it was good. The first guy kind of hit a little bleeder, but the 2-3 guys, which is Goligoski and Brown, striped the ball, and Omlett just hits the ball about 330 feet foul right there, so he's not fooling anybody.
Omlett, another accomplished pitcher for the Red Sox, and this one's batted off the toe to get a strike 2 on the foul ball.
I'm sad to be up here a little bit because I can see how much our field has deteriorated in 5 days. It's starting to turn brown. We turned the sprinklers off on the infield just so we don't have any issues, but.
And we'll get ball 1. It seems like it's played well, though, Coach.
It has. It's been solid.
Looks can be deceiving.
Yes, sir.
And we go even at 2 on the low pitch. Garrick Richardson in the on-deck circle for the Red Sox. Leadoff batter, bottom of 2. Here's the pitch by Veneman. And as we hit to the shortstop, he'll secure it in the dirt. The throw to first is on target, and we have out number 1.
That ball is well hit, too. Kobe's right there making a good pick on the backhand side. He's a good player, Chris. I really like him. And Omlett is, too. There's a bunch of them here. Kind of nice to have this tournament in my backyard to be able to see this level of play.
Do you have some of your other coaches come down and check out some of what's going on this weekend?
Yeah, one of my other assistants down there with me, and my first assistant is the assistant for the Lakers for Kalispell.
Oh, that's right.
Michael Conn.
Yeah.
So he sees a lot of the western side of the state as well.
Strike 1 to Garrick Richardson, the center fielder. And we'll go even at 1 on that pitch. Bryden Bowman in the on-deck circle for the Red Sox with 1 out and nobody on. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, and we'll get strike 2. Now, what is your guys' recruiting schedule? Is it most of the summer? Is this one's down the third baseline foul?
I get asked that a lot, Chris, and my response is it never ends. There's no schedule. There's no, this is when we do a majority of it. It's all the time. We recruit probably 500 kids to get 20 every year.
Swung on, and we'll have our first strikeout of the game for out number 2.
And I would say probably the majority of it is done around here in the summer because there's no high school baseball. But at the same time, we don't just recruit in Montana. So It's year round. And if you're done with your recruiting class and you start looking at the next, the juniors, even the sophomores.
Bowman with a check swing, but we'll have ball one. What percentage do you think you pull out of Montana for your team?
It's about half. So I think we've got 33 or 34 guys on the roster, and I bet we have 15, 17 guys. I haven't checked the, actual logistics of it, but it usually hovers around half of the players are from Montana.
And there's strike one as Veneman climbs into the count at 2-1.
And I think a lot of that, Chris, is just the reputation that our program has, and I think people from Montana are starting to, realize, the quality of baseball that we have, and it's a good fit for them, and they're close to home, so families can still partake and travel over here to watch on a weekend. So it's a good recipe for us.
3-1 on the count, pitch on the way, and this one's off the grips. Throw to first from the third baseman, and it's 3 up, 3 down for the second inning in a row for the Sox.
Easy game, Chris.
We'll come back with the top of the third right after this. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton, Jeff Brabrand of the Miles Community College Pioneer. The top of the third inning. Where we have the 2-3-4 batters for the White Sox. Tommy Hellwig, the second baseman, to lead off. Clark Dickinson in the on-deck circle, and Bistodeau in the hole. Here's the pitch, swung on, and this one's hit. Left fielder gets a good beat, and it's in the glove, and one swing, one out.
Lots of solid contact today, and balls are just right at players. Baseball's funny that way. You can do everything right and still fail.
It's a big sport where the mental game comes in, and I don't want to take anything away from any other sport, but it seems like baseball, of the sports that I cover, is the one that outside of golf, as this one's popped up the first base line. Bowman's got a beat on it, but the second baseman comes in, calls him off, puts it in the glove, and 2 swings, 2 outs.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I mean, I'd put golf probably as number 1, and just because of the grind and how much you play, baseball's probably number 2. And to me, golf is just, and partially because I'm terrible at it.
You and me both.
But, I mean, you're just out there on an island.
Tarek Bistodeau, the center fielder, as the first pitch will come in low for ball 1, so we'll have the first batter on the inning not swing on the first pitch.
And in baseball, it can be that way too, because the pitcher's out there, quote unquote, on the mound on the island, and nobody can help him.
Ball 2. Exactly. I mean, it is a team sport, but so much rides on what the pitcher's doing.
Well, in the team aspect, as we go to the 3-0 count. The team aspect, Brown's going to go out and have a chat with him. That's good leadership, like you were talking about, Chris. But baseball is so different from any other sport because the game is so much dictated on the mound, and that changes every game. Basketball, your starting 5 are going to be out there, and you're the same quarterback in football, and all that kind of stuff. And the game just changes immensely from game to game depending on who's on the mound.
So we get settled back in with Brown behind the plate, and Draper will toss one at. And we'll have a walk here. Not sure if that was intentional on Bistodeau, but Bistodeau didn't even attempt to swing on any of them. He just stood. So 2 outs and a runner at first off the walk. we go to Jack Schwager, the third baseman.
It's 5 in a row.
And we'll have a ball to Schwager. Draper with the stretch. And we'll have strike one. So he finds himself in the count at 1-1. Matty Morrison in the on-deck circle with 2 outs and a runner at first in Bistido. And we'll have ball 2. In a game like this, Coach, when you see your pitcher, I don't want to say struggling because he's not really struggling, but he hasn't been able to find the zone. At what point do you start kind of taking a look at things as we go 3-1 on the count?
Well, in this case, obviously there are 50, 60 games into it, and so and most guys, they're going to have a moment in time where during a game that their stuff kind of goes away for a little bit, and so you hope that the kid has enough moxie to figure it out, because he's probably been in a situation a few times during the year and just can battle through it. In this case, he's struggling with 2 outs here. So you just hope he makes a good pitch, good quality pitch, and can get a cheap out and refocus, go in the dugout, take some time, grab something to drink, and get after it again. So it's just, again, it goes back to that mental stuff you were talking about a little bit ago, Chris. Some guys just, you run into a few minutes where you're just not very good.
And we've seen it on the weekend. I mean, we've seen guys that have struggled in an inning, but they come back in the next 2 innings. They do very well. So.
Well, for Fisher, he gets the error from Omelet at third, or no, that was Goligoski. And yeah, I mean, it happens. It's baseball. It's hard. It's just hard.
So the pitch is upstairs for Matty Morrison, the right fielder, for ball 1. 2-0 on the count. Runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. And we'll have strike 1. Dan Seymour in the on-deck circle with 2 outs and runners at first and second. Draper with the stretch. Swung on. This is going to bounce out. The second baseman won't be able to secure it. He gets on the bag, and they say the punch out at second, and that's the side. So a runner left for the Twins, and we go to the bottom of the third, 2-0 Glacier. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton, Jeff Brabant on the call for the 2018 Montana A Legion State Tournament or Championship game. Zach Veneman on the bump, and we have the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 batters with the designated hitter Garrett Hunt. And Veneman's first pitch to Hunt will be a ball.
And Hunt is DHing, right? He's not playing first today?
Correct. And this is the same as the undefeated night. He was the DH. He's going to have this one popped up over second base. The center fielder will come in, put it in the glove, and that's out number 1.
Center fielder had to run a long ways for that one.
Well, you've got plenty of room for them out there in center field. It's 438 to the wall out there.
Yes, we do.
312 down the third base line and 321 down the first base line.
I don't know, Chris, if you look really hard, you can still see the football lines cut out.
You can.
Yep.
First pitch to Tucker Jones, the left fielder, is a ball. And Veneman will have that one get loose. to go to 2-0.
He's bounced a couple this inning.
Tyler Davis in the on-deck circle for the Red Sox with 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch. And we'll go 3-0. So Zach Veneman now falling behind as his counterpart.
Some third inning jitters, Chris.
Yeah. Well, the adrenaline of the championship game maybe wore off on both pitchers as we have strike one on the bunt show.
Yeah, he got a marginal call there, I think, from Sean Nidji.
Here's the pitch. And this one's going to be smacked into left field. It's got some leg. It's over the left fielder's head. No, he's got it in the glove.
Really good job.
That was Meehan hopping on his bike and riding out there for that one. So with 2 down, we go to the right fielder, Tyler Davis, number 4. Bottom of the order for the Red Sox. So bottom of 3, bottom of the order. High pitch will get us to ball 1.
So behind in the count a little bit this inning, but he's made some quality pitches when he's had to. That's the sign of a guy that knows how to compete.
This one's at the shortstop. He'll secure it, check the ball, now throw it to first, and that is the side. So 1, 2, 3. 3 up, 3 down in 3 innings for the Red Sox. We go to the top of the 4th, 2-0 Twins.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, you can still take care of your hockey days in a one-third size.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse is prep on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton here for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the top of the 4th inning, where the Glacier Twins are over the Bitterroot Red Sox 2-0. It's all west in our 2018 American Legion A championship game. Both teams have already punched their ticket to go to the regional tournament in Lewiston, Idaho. Now we're just looking to see who will have the ability to brag about state title rights, and these two teams are not going to let it go as they are both from the west. They see each other. Red Sox would love to put a win up over Glacier for the first time on the year in the championship game. That would force a second game this afternoon, but just to pull one off here with this stage would be phenomenal for these Red Sox. So they're trying to play some great defense. Nick Draper right there trying to hold off. It was a first inning show where 2 runs were earned by the Twins, but Draper has locked and loaded since then, and we are ready to go. The first batter of the inning will be Dan Seymour, the designated hitter for Glacier. Here's the stretch by Draper, and we'll have strike 1.
Good lead-off breaking ball right there. Doing a good job mixing it up.
So Seymour, Shriver, and Meehan on the schedule. Here's the Draper pitch. Swung on. This is going to roll past the third baseman, and the Twins will start out with a runner at first. So we go to the catcher, number 21, Quentin Shriver. Shriver settling in. Here's the pitch. And the bunt laid down the first base line. It's a race picked up by Draper. The throw to first is on target. The sack bunt does its job, though, as the runner from first stands at second now. 1 down on the board.
You did a good job not panicking there, Chris. That wasn't as easy as it looked.
So that takes us to the bottom of the order to number 15, Caleb Meehan, the left fielder. Draper leans in to get the pitch from Brown. And he'll tag the batter in the backside to put runners at first and second, and that's the second one on the day for Draper, and we swing to the top of the order to Ryan Veneman, the first baseman.
I wish I had a dime for every time the 9-hitter got hit or walked. That's a gray hair and a coaching hat.
So Veneman settles in. Runners at first and second take their lead. One out on the board. Pitch is on its way, and this one's line drive over the shortstop. It's going to roll into the center fielder's hands, and we'll have runners standing on each base.
Second time through the order here for Glacier. Should be a little bit better timing. That ball was well hit.
So now we go to Tommy Hellwig, the second baseman, and he's had some good play out there and shown a little bit of leadership for the Twins as well.
Yeah, he's a good little player. Going to be a senior. Or no, he's already graduated. He's
Here's
a
the pitch.
17.
And that one will get us ball one by Draper. Red Sox holding on here. They're just down 2-0 after that first inning rush of runs. This one's going to be rolled out. Shortstop will get to it. He will not be able to make the throw. Runner will score from third, and the bases stay loaded as the Twins go 3-0 over the Red Sox.
Couple balls with eyes in this inning. Again, baseball, it's just a funny game. We had a couple innings there where just atom balls hit really well, and then a couple roll me over ground balls in the 6-hole. All of a sudden you got another run.
So now we stand with Kobe Clark Dickinson, and he'll let the first ball go by for ball one.
And now you got one of the best hitters in the tournament up to bat with bases loaded in a chipper.
Draper, 1-0 on the count. Pitch on the way, and that will slide over the plate for strike one. So when you have a situation like this, Coach, do you just let him go full out, or do you kind of handle kid's gloves with your pitcher?
Well, I mean, it's tough because you never want your best player to hit, to beat you. But in this case, I just don't know that you have a choice. Just hope he hits a mistake or, offensively, and you hope you make a good quality pitch and he, pops something up or hits an atom ball somewhere. But this is definitely advantage Glacier.
2-1 on the count, 1 out, loaded bases, pitch on the way, and this one will take us to 3-1.
He's not giving him much. He's trying to nibble.
Nick Draper, standing tall on the mound right now. He's going to have the stretch with loaded bases. And Clark Dickinson's going to roll this to the shortstop. Shortstop can't handle it. Goligoski will get to the bag. They say safe. Runner scores. And the bases stay drunk.
And they got the gift. Brown's pitcher's best friend right there.
And Brown's going to go ahead and come on out. And the whole infield will come in and discuss the situation as Tarek Bistodeau is at the plate. And last time, Coach Bistodeau, it appeared to me that they were just going to pitch around Bistodeau. He didn't even swing at any of the pitches and kind of stood with the bat on his shoulder.
Yeah, and that's, like you said, the guys have played each other 5 or 6 times now, and they know each other. They know who can do what and who's the danger guy. They probably have good charts on them.
So Draper now with the pitch, and he'll bring it in high for ball one.
Another leadoff breaking ball there.
1 out, loaded bases here in the top of the 4th. Glacier with 4 runs on the board so far, off of 6 hits. And we'll get strike one. I like Neji's call on the strike. He's got a quick, crisp call on it. Some guys, they kind of lay on it a little bit, but he lets you know real quick and hard.
We give him such a hard time because his punch-out's not very good.
Here's the roller to left field. That'll bring runners around. Second and third are both going to come home and score as the throw is made, and Brown cannot hold on to the ball on the tag. And that'll put runners at second and third as 2 runs are earned. And the Twins take a 6-0 lead off the bouncer out to left field.
And that's the third ground ball with eyes as Coach Goligoski comes out and has a chat with his pitcher. And boy, that error at short is going to probably come back to haunt him, I think. But again, it goes back to this game just kind of being really fickle. And you do the right thing. You get 4 ground balls in this inning so far, and looks like Coach is going to make a pitching change maybe here.
Give him a moment here.
Yep,
number 30 is going to throw now. So we're going to go ahead and step aside as we have a new pitcher warming up. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network, joined by the skipper for the Miles Community College, Jeff Braybank, as we have a pitching change on the round. Tristan, I wrote an L down there. Is that Davis? Lewis. Tristan Lewis. Got to read my own writing, Coach. Sometimes that's half the battle.
Oh, boy. I can't read my hieroglyphics half the time either.
You know, when I was a kid, my mom used to say, just scribble something and throw a piece of paper on the table. I don't care what it says. I can't read your writing. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to get away. The runner from third is going to come home. The run is earned. Runner from second moves to third, and Glacier now with a 7-0 lead.
Run rule in the chipper.
So Jack Schwager now with 1-0 on the count. Here's the pitch, and it'll be over the plate for an even count at 1 for Schwager. Matty Morrison in the on-deck circle for the White Sox as we get ball 2. And Schweiger is going to hit this one into right field down the gap, and the center fielder will come in, put it in the glove. Runner from third will tag. That clears the bases, and the Twins now lead 8-0, top of 4. We go to Matty Morrison now, the right fielder, with 2 out and nobody on. Glacier running away here in the top of the 4th inning. Pitch is inside. Brown with a little twist as he tried to keep it from getting behind him, and we have ball 1. Quick pitch, fouled off, evens us out at 1. So, Coach, with the Pioneers, when does their season officially start?
Well, we have a fall season. Our classes start the Wednesday after Labor Day all the time, but the dorms open up a few days before that, and so our guys will report on the 30th. We'll have our first team meeting on the 31st, and we will roll the ball out the next day, which is the weekend, and we get after it right away. Our fall season is usually about 7 weeks or so, as we get a foul ball and we get a 1-2 count. And we're allowed to play 20 games against other competition, which we do on the weekends. And then officially in the spring, we start practice January 10th, and we open up February 20th.
We go even on the count at 2-2. So the boys get lots of playing time. Now, what is this 2-year college?
Yes,
or
sir. Mm-hmm.
This one's going to be rolled out. Goligoski with secure catch. The throw to first is way over the head. Runner's going to go ahead and hold at first, and Goligoski will be charged with his second error of the game. That takes us to Dan Seymour. That looked like it could have been an easy out, but Goligoski letting that one slip out of the grip.
Second error of the inning, I think. Yeah, so 2-year school, Chris, we focus a lot on academics, obviously, because we want our guys to have the opportunity to move on, get a fall ball there. And, our graduation rate's 85, 86%, which is fantastic. Our team GPA hovers on the 3.1, 3.2. So, really, really proud of that. And Miles Community College is in the top 10% of junior colleges in the country as far as a lot of statistics.
This one's rolled out. The second baseman will have the toss to the shortstop, and that will end the side. So the Twins go on a streak. It is 8-0. Top of the 5th coming up right after this. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Hockey Wolf.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the top of the 5th inning where the Glacier Twins lead 8-0 over the Bitterroot Red Sox in the championship game. It is Zach Veneman on the bump. And Veneman's first pitch will be to the leadoff man, Cam Rothy. And we have ball 1. Now, the tournament for the A, the regional, is August 9th through the 14th in Lewiston, Idaho. And the pitch comes in to get us to 1-1 on the count. Utah, Montana, Oregon, Wyoming, Idaho, Alaska. And then Montana and Idaho both get to bring a second team as this one's popped foul for strike 2. So the number 1 team out of Montana will play at 9:30 a.m. the first game against Utah. And then the number 2 teams will have the bottom of the order. And it looks like Ron's got Lewiston Cubs maybe in here as we go even on the count.
Yeah, that would be the host team. And then it looks like the number 1 team plays Hiram. Looks like the Trappers out of Utah where they're state champions. And I know Cheyenne won the Wyoming state tournament.
Shortstop with a throw to first for out number 1 on the bouncer.
Actually, that might be double A. You better not quote me on that.
So we go to Tanner Goligoski now, the shortstop, number 3 for the Sox.
Looks like the exact same format for regionals as for state.
And we're in the bottom of the 4th. I'm ahead here. Here's the pitch and swung on. One out, nobody on. Here's the Zach Veneman pitch. And he'll bring it over the plate for strike 2.
Like a leadoff change and a breaking ball right there. Pretty good pitch. 2 of them.
And he's showing a lot of confidence at that age as he's going to have the line drive hit at him, and it's going to be into center field, and the Red Sox will have their first hit of the game. first base runner of the game as well.
All right, who said? Somebody must have said something. Somebody must have talked about it.
Veneman readjusts his foot on the rubber as we get to Matt Brown, the catcher. Here's the pitch by Veneman, and it's across the chin for ball 1.
First pitch out of the stretch in 4 innings. Very bound to be high.
That Lewiston program, they've got a good program both at the AA and the A level, as this one's fouled backwards. Their AA program kind of in the same situation as our Missoula Mavericks were, as the throw to first is made and Goligoski gets back. They had some heavy hitters and some good pitching last year, but graduated them out as we go to ball 2. So the Lewiston Twins kind of in the same boat that the Missoula Mavericks were this year, kind of just developing and growing this year. A lot of young guys, young pitchers was the big thing. Swung on, and this one's fouled back to even us out at 2. But you know, with the Missoula Mavericks, they won state last year for AA, and they had 5 guys on their pitching staff that were stellar.
Yes, they did.
3 of them in college pitching now. One of them had an opportunity to go to college and pitch. As this one's going to be hit, line drive, center fielder comes up, puts it on the glove, and that is out number 2.
Pretty good diving play coming in. I would say that's one of the hardest plays in baseball when a ball's coming right at you, even a ground ball. You can't really see the angle. You got to dive forward. Very difficult. Good play.
Hunter Omelet at the plate, and that was Tarek Bistodeau with the diving catch. Hunter Omelet now the third baseman. And then like I said, the 4th pitcher on that staff for the Mavericks, he went to college for engineering at MSU and decided not to take any of the opportunities he had to pitch at the college level. And then the 5th pitcher, Dylan Chalmers, was part of the program, the number 1 pitcher for the Mavericks this year. So it's tough to have those guys move on. But as a coach, you just have to, as we go 1-0 to Omelet. And we get an even count at 1. 1 on. Goligoski at first. The first base runner of the game here in the bottom of the 4th for the Red Sox. And this was to the third baseman. Secured. The throw to first is on target. Good stretch, but they say safe as the first baseman's foot slid off at the last second. And that'll put runners at first and second, and we're going to put that in the book as a hit.
I would say he stretched a little too early, then had to kind of dive after he stretched and pulled himself off the base a little bit. I think the throw would have been on time.
Valiant effort by Ryan Veneman, though.
Yeah, he kind of had a tough in-between hop to his backhand side there.
So we go to Garrick Richardson now, the center fielder. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Here's the Veneman pitch. And they'll let it go by for ball 1. Richardson struck out, swinging his first at-bat. He'd be out number 2 in the 2nd inning, and those first 3 innings were 3 up, 3 down for the Sox. They're stretching this one out as we get an even count at 1. Bryden Bowman in the on-deck circle.
Veneman's doing a good job moving in and out a little bit, changing speeds.
And the throw to second on the pickoff. Goligoski gets back in time. Merrill Percy, our second base umpire, with a leisure safe call. Next pitch will come in, and we get strike 2.
Another breaking ball. He's got a lot of confidence out there, Chris. Pitching with a nice big fat lead.
Like to see that out of a sophomore.
You bet.
Good things to come for these Glacier Twins on the mound with Veneman there as he'll step off. The stare down between him and Goligoski.
Goligoski's being a little gnat out there. I love it.
And that's the aspect of one of the aspects of the game I really love is when the runner gets to second, the game that he plays with the pitcher. And sometimes the pitcher back and forth with that second base runner. Here's the pitch, and it's swung on, foul down the third base line.
Another breaking ball.
So that shows a lot of confidence in the runner, too, when he gets out there and does a little dance and gets in the head.
Little cat and mouse out there. We work a lot on that kind of stuff at the college level. A lot of tendencies that pitchers have.
This one's going to be swung into left field, and that's the side. So the Red Sox will get their first 2 runners on, but they'll be left there. We go to the top of the 5th where it's 8-0 Twins. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey kick and for $1
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in the 10 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Some changes in life are too painful to go through alone, and Cunningham Law can help in making difficult decisions from divorce to child custody. Kyle Cunningham focuses solely on family law. Cunningham Law will help you land on your feet when big changes come to your family and life. Visit www.familylawmontana.com or give Kyle a call at 406-203-4678 today. Cunningham Law Services. You don't have to go through this alone. Cunningham Law is a proud sponsor of the Northwest Regional Tournament.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton, Jeff Brabant on the call for the championship game of the 2018 Montana American Legion A. Both these teams, the Red Sox and the Twins, have punched a ticket to Lewiston, Idaho. Now we're just seeing who is going to be crowned the state champion as we have the championship game going on with the Twins dominating at the plate 8-0. And it really has, in my eyes, Coach, come down not so much the pitching, but what's going on behind the pitchers.
Yeah, we've had a couple errors here and there, and you know, to Bitterroot's credit, I think the Twins had 3 hits in the 6-hole, just ground balls with eyes. So, you know, and obviously not discrediting Glacier for doing that. That's part of baseball.
Here's the pitch, and it is to Quentin Shriver, the catcher. Bottom of the order, the 8-9 batters with Meehan in the on-deck circle. Lewis would come in for Draper in the last inning with 1 out on, and we go 2-0 on the count. Shriver is 0 for 2, had a sac bunt his last at bat, as this one will slide over the plate to get us at 2-1. Sac bunt is such a special play in baseball, especially at this level. All the guys come out and get high fives, as this one's popped up over shortstop. Left fielder calls him off, and we'll have out number 1 to the Twins.
Well, to me, it's the ultimate sacrifice. You're sacrificing your ability or opportunity to get a hit to move a guy over. And at the college level, we still do it. I mean, we do it a lot. We work on it a lot. And it's one of those things that's part of the game that you give yourself up basically for the betterment of the team.
First pitch to Meehan will be high and inside for ball 1. And we'll slide over the plate to get even at 1. Yeah, the excitement that the guys get on their face when it is successful, as we go to 2-1 on the count on the ball pitch, and the excitement that comes out of the dugout when it goes down. This one's going to be banged over second base. The second baseman will come in, put it in the glove, and that's out number 2.
Good job going back on that. I assume that's Rafi.
Yes, that was Rafi over there. And we swing to the top of the order to Ryan Veneman, the first baseman. Veneman 1 for 3. Line drive to center his last at bat. And Lewis says he wants a fresh ball.
He closed the game last night against Laurel, correct?
Lewis?
No, Veneman.
Veneman.
Kid that's hitting now. Pretty sure, because I really like he played. I think he started at third, then came in from third and closed the game against Laurel. I really liked him.
I'll have to look that up as we get ball one on the first pitch to Veneman.
Ground ball to third. Onward with the throw.
Out will retire the side. We'll get to that in just a moment. We're going to step aside as we go to the bottom of the fifth. Twins 8, Red Sox 0. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you checked out the Garden of Eden video of the week at mpsn406.com? Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that...
Yes, it was Ryan Veneman that did close out. And they brought him in halfway through a batter. It was 3-1 on the count.
Because the pitch count was up. They wanted to save their guy for today. And now he's playing first today, correct? Yes, he is.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton, Jeff Rabant for the call on the championship game for the 2018 Montana American Legion A tournament. And it is the Red Sox up with Bryden Bowman at the plate, and Zach Veneman's first pitch will be over the plate for strike one, and he seems to have caught in another gear.
Yeah, just boring. Strike one, strike two, ball and play.
We'll go even at 1 to Bowman. So it's the 6, 7, 8 batters, and Bowman, Hunt, and Jones on the schedule. Here's the pitch, and this one, excuse me, it's popped up. Veneman will put it in the glove. That would be the first baseman, and that is out number 1. We'll go to Garrett Hunt now, the designated hitter, number 27.
Looks like the Twins are going to send somebody to the bullpen maybe to get some work.
And the first pitch to Hunt will be strike one. Hunt struggled against the Twins that night on the undefeated night, as he'll let this next ball go by for strike two. He struck out his first 2 at-bats. His last at-bat, though, in the 7th inning, would be a grounder to left field that put him on board.
Colbelt is the one that's going to the bullpen. If he's just getting some work, or
we'll get ball 1. Here's the pitch. And that'll be a strikeout for out number 2. That's the second one of the game for the younger of the Venemans, and we were discussing during the break about the Venemans. Kind of cut the younger Zach, cut from the same mold as his brother, and it was Ryan that did come. Ryan that did come in last night against Laurel from third base in the middle of a batter, as we'll have the first pitch to Tucker Jones.
Yeah, there was a 3-1 count to Shriver, their 9-hole hitter, and Veneman came in from third, and 2 strikes in a row, and that was, to me, one of the biggest plays of the game, and it was subtle, because if he walks him, I mean, that's difficult coming into a 3-1 count. He walks him, and I believe Laurel's leadoff hitter, which is Harper, gets a single, and it would have been tied if he'd have walked him.
1-2 on the count. A lot of excitement, a little bit of controversy with that game last night. A lot of hitting going on. Swung on, and contact will keep Jones alive at 1-2. Both games yesterday One of them was just all about pitching. The second one, if you were really like to see some batting, there was a lot of good batting that went on. As we go 2-2 on the count.
Yeah, lots of balls hit into our gaps, and our gaps are huge here. A couple triples yesterday.
Here's the pitch. This one's going to be fouled down the third base line, and that's just an interesting switch, and it's just the type of difference in the field. But the Double-A last week, we were averaging a home run a day. The first couple of days, we were getting 3 a day, and then here it's all about the double and the triple. There's been quite a few, and I was looking at it last night, and I didn't write my notes down, but I was just looking at it out of curiosity, and there's been quite a few doubles and triples in this park.
Yeah, you want to stay in the middle of the field here, and if you're going to pull a ball, then you got to pull it down the lines.
And the strikeout will end the side, so there's a 1-2-3 inning for the Twins. We go to the top of the 6th. Glacier 8, Red Sox 0. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you checked out the Garden of Eden video of the week at mpsn406.com? Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage and email us the video. Yours just might go viral. npsn.com, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton in Miles City for the Missoula Prep Sports Network, joined by Jeff Brabant, the skipper for the Miles Community College Pioneers, who will be going to school here in just a few weeks. I can't believe, Coach, that we are already to the end of the summer. The boys of summer are playing their classics right now.
Yeah, it's in one hand it's depressing because summer's about to wind down, but in another hand I can't wait for fall ball to go.
So here's Tommy Hellwig to lead off, the second baseman, and he's going to send this one into right field, and the right fielder didn't even really have to move as we have out number 1. Yeah, you'll go to fall ball, and I'm going to be going into high school sports with soccer, football, and golf.
Yeah, there's something
Transition.
about fall. I love it.
It's my favorite season of all, as we'll have ball 1 to Kobe Clark Dickinson. Clark Dickinson is 2 for 3 with a run and 2 RBIs, a big triple into right field as we go even on the count to Clark Dickinson.
I was telling my wife this morning, I said, it's going to be bittersweet that this tournament's over because I could stay here and watch games every day, but at the same time, I'm probably going to hibernate for a couple days, and then I got to thinking, well, I got a jungle in my backyard, laundry needs to be done, and just, it never ends.
So we go 3-1 on the count exactly. I've been away for a week because I had the Double-A tournament. So, and my son Andrew came with me, so I know that the yard hasn't been mowed, and just like you, I got a week's worth of laundry to do, as this one's going to be fouled down the line to go at a full count at 3-2.
Are you going to do the regional in Missoula?
I will do the regional in Missoula. So I'll get back. I have a couple of meetings I have to do on Monday and Tuesday. We'll have the banquet on Tuesday night and then get into action.
Good. I will be watching.
We'll have stream of all games. The first 2 Montana games, though, SWX, as this one's picked up down the third base line. The throw to first is on target, and Bowman will have the step on the bag for out number 2. But really special, the SWX, ABC Montana will be having the first 2 Montana games on Wednesday broadcast. And somebody asked me the other day if I was upset about not having the video stream for those games. And I don't really care. It's the exposure.
Yep,
the young men need to have the exposure. And if TV's going to come in and do games, then, well, that's a great thing as we have ball 1.
Now, this service you're providing, I think, is, not only fantastic for us, and, you allow me to come promote the college a little bit is great. But the main thing is the parents that can't make it. I mean, it's a long ways away to come from Glacier and Bitterroot, and it's expensive. And so for these people to be able to see their kids play is I mean, you can't put a price on that.
And I did the Northwest Regional last year, and the parents from Hawaii and Alaska were just so awesome. As this one's popped up, and the third baseman calls for it. It's in the glove, and that's aside. So 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 6th, where the Red Sox are searching for their first run of the game. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network, joined by Jeff Brabant of the Miles Community College, the skipper. He's going to be back into action very soon. We are at the bottom of the 6th inning, where the Red Sox are looking for their first run. They are goose egg 8-0. They do have 2 hits on the board. It is Zach Veneman, though, that has been pitching a great game. We do have action in the bullpen with Cobell. It's the bottom of the order. Tyler Davis, and the first pitch to Davis will be over the plate for strike 1. And, Coach, we are in the bottom of the 6th, and Veneman is still throwing some heat.
Yep, and strike 1. That's the main thing. Pitching with a lead.
This one's going to be rolled out. The first baseman, and Zach cannot hold on to it, and Davis will reach off the error, and that's the first error of the game for the Twins. And it's been very tight through, Coach.
Veneman to Veneman right there didn't work very well. They're giving each other a little bit of a hard time. I threw it right there. No, you didn't. I couldn't catch it. You should have caught that. I'm sure that's happened probably for the last 16 years at home.
Brotherly love. And Ryan with a big smile on his face at first after that one. Zach a little bit more serious as he's the pitcher on the mound, and he's got to look good for this one. As this one's going to be a fly out. It'll bounce in front of, or pop out. This one will bounce in front of the left fielder, and with no outs, we've got Red Sox with runners at first and second.
We've got some action. Middle of the order coming up. Rothy again. I like that kid. I got to work on him.
So we go to the number 2 batter. Or no.
Yeah, this is Goligoski, isn't it?
Goligoski, Tanner Goligoski. The shortstop. Goligoski 1 for 2. Here's the pitch, and he'll let that one slide by for strike 1. Goligoski would be the first hit of the game for the Red Sox. Runners at first and second, and Veneman with the pitch. And we'll have strike 2.
Back-to-back breaking balls to Goligoski.
Goligoski had one yesterday where he was the runner at second, and I think he thought that there was 2 outs with the out at first. Didn't get back to second, and they tagged the bag. And, well, his dad's the coach over at third base as we get ball 1, and he didn't even want to come over to get his glove last night after that one.
I wouldn't have.
Knew what was coming. 1-2 on the count. Sometimes it's tough when your dad's the coach.
Yes, sir. It sure is.
As Veneman steps off the rubber.
And you're probably a little bit harder on your own son than you are on everybody else.
Yeah, I am. I try to put as much positive in as before I give the criticism.
Pillow before the punch.
That's right. 2-2 on the count. But, you know, here's the pitch, and this one's going to be bounced out. The third baseman is going to make the throw to first, and the first baseman can't get it. Runner from third is going to make his way home. They're going to go ahead and bring the runner from second around. Rothy's on his way home. Throw is made. Tag is down, and they say safe. And the Red Sox are on the board with 2 runs off the air.
Veneman did the same thing. It looks like he's stretching too early, and then when he sees the ball's off target, he's kind of got to lean out over to try to get it as it's going away from his body, and it pulls him off the bag, and that one he didn't catch.
So here we go in the bottom of the 6th, and that'll bring in the infield and also the coach to talk to Veneman. I don't think we'll see a change here, as this is the first visit. But back to what you were saying about fathers being the most critical about their sons. You know, I'm a fan of Snoop Dogg, and he had a show, and his son, you probably know, played football, and he would come down and talk to his son after the game about it, and his wife got on him about one of the games because his son was not run blocking as a wide receiver, which is a super important part of the game. And Snoop says, you know, I'm his dad. I have a right to pull him aside and say something to him about it, because who else is he going to listen to? Sometimes coaches are the coach, and you got to have somebody else rattle their cage.
Yep.
We go to Matt Brown now, the catcher, with no outs, 2 runs earned, and a runner at second in Goligoski.
Brown's hit the ball pretty well off Veneman, but has nothing to show for it today.
Here's the pitch, and that'll slide over the plate for strike 1. And I got to put the Red Sox runs on the board, otherwise I'll have some upset people accidentally put it on for the Twins. 8-2 is the score, as Brown will let it go by to even us out. Bottom of 6, championship game for the State A tournament. Both teams will be in Lewiston on Friday, and Veneman will step off. And folks, if you're listening in, if you're watching the game and a fan of one of these 2 teams, it is pretty spendy to send these teams to these tournaments, even if they are a regional tournament. If you'd like to help out, I'm sure you could go to either team's Facebook page and get a hold of them to make a donation, or maybe you have a business that would sponsor. That would be great for both of these teams as they get ready to go. We have 2-1 on the count.
Yeah, and ironically, I was talking to both coaches today. It's closer for them to go to their regional than it was to go to their state tournament.
This one's going to be into the gap. They'll bring the runner around. Goligoski on his way home. The throw from left field, and the Red Sox will have 3 runs on the board here in the bottom of the 6th.
Finally, a ground ball with eyes for Bitterroot.
And we go to Hunter Omlid with no outs. And it seems as though the Red Sox have opened up the valve on the faucet, as Hunter Omlid, the third baseman, settles in. First pitch will be high for a ball. Cobelt no longer in the bullpen, Coach.
I think he's ready to go.
Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's into left field. It's got some leg. It's back. Left fielder's there. And this one will be over the wall. Hunter Omlid with a 2-shot homer.
And just like that, we've got a ball game.
And Omlid will make it 8-5.
Interesting to see what the coach does here, Chris, because that can rattle a cage, and this kid's just a sophomore.
And we see the catcher out there talking to him right now. And that was pretty sweet. The left fielder brought the ball in, and they're going to give it to the Red Sox.
Is that the third home run of the tournament, Chris?
I believe that is the third home run of the tournament. We go to Garrick Richardson, the center fielder now, with nobody on and no outs.
They're going to leave him in.
Here's the pitch, and it'll be inside for ball one. It is a state championship, but sometimes you've got to have the guy play through. This one's going to be banged down the third base line for strike one. Bryden Bowman in the on-deck circle, and the bats have come alive for the Red Sox here in the sixth. This one's going to roll out. Shortstop cannot get to it. Left fielder will go to a knee, and Richardson will find himself on at first.
And Chris, I can tell you in the game of baseball, hitting gets contagious. They've had a couple balls in the 6-hole, a couple errors.
So that takes us to Bryden Bowman, the first baseman. Zach Veneman, the sophomore, on the bump, trying to play through. Throw to first, and that one's going to get away. And Richardson's going to get the free base.
He's going to get the third.
He's all the way around the corner now, on his way, and the throw will not be made by Veneman. And here go the Red Sox once again. Error charge to the Twins, and they've put up a couple here in the late innings.
This brotherly conversation is not going to be pleasant.
Ryan Veneman, the older brother. No, it's just a handoff on the ball and a fist bump.
Here comes Coach.
And Coach will come out, and we're going to see a change here, I think, in the sixth inning with no outs.
Yep, there's Cobelt coming out of the dugout.
Alrighty, so we'll step aside. When we come back, we'll have a fresh pitcher on the bump for the Twins. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Attention all Legion baseball fans. The Missoula Prep Sports Network will be the exclusive video streaming provider for the Montana, Alberta AA and A Legion tournaments July 18th through August 1st. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to support the coverage of the games, please send us an email and we'll get in touch with you. Join us live from Kalispell, Montana and Miles City, Montana, July 28th through August 1st for state championship drama. MPSN. Legion baseball fans home for the 2018 Montana, Alberta state tournaments.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN as Forrest Cobelt is on the bump, and the first pitch by Cobelt will be to Bridger Bowman for ball one. And that one will slide over the plate, and a left-hander that Coach Brabant likes.
Yeah, big physical body, probably 6'2", 6'3". Well, what does the book say on him? Get his exact height and weight for you.
We'll go 2-1 on the count now.
Doesn't give
height.
205. He's got to be 6'2".
Here's the pitch. And the Red Sox bullpen is fired up as they've come into the game here in the bottom of the sixth. Here's the 3-1. And we'll get a full count at 3-2. This one's going to be hacked to Veneman. And the bag will be won by Ryan Veneman. The runner from third will come home, and it's now 8-6 Twins. Bottom of 6 with 1 out on the board. So we go to the DH, Garrett Hunt, and it was the third at-bat on the undefeated game that Hunt was able to get things going. He'll swing on the first pitch for strike one. Upstairs, even us out at one.
Yeah, I could work with this kid, Chris. Being left-handed in baseball is just a huge advantage, too.
We get strike two. You know, and that's something I've noticed with the Idaho teams at the AA level, the tournaments that we've seen. They've got a couple of good lefties as the third baseman will pick it up. The throw to first is on target, and we've got out number two.
Come in, throw strikes, get a couple outs. Do your job.
Tucker Jones now, the left fielder. In the on-deck circle, coach, is the man that led off the inning, Tyler Davis.
Yeah, and I was just going to say that, Chris. We're going to see the top of the order and potentially the middle of the order in the seventh for Bitterroot, for sure.
As the first pitch will be a ball. We do have action in the bullpen for the Twins, and I think it was the young man that pitched last night, number 22. Donald Sims, as we go 2-0 now.
Another 2018.
To Jones.
The Glacier loses a lot of guys unless they've got their super senior year to come back.
3-0 on the count to Jones. Jones is 0 for 2 for the Red Sox. Showing bunt now, pulls it back, and we'll have strike one. Foul tip gives us a full count at 3-2. For Zach Veneman, it would be 5 1/3 innings, 2 strikeouts, 5 runs earned off of 5 hits, 82 total pitches, 52 of them slid over the plate.
It's a good pitch by Cobalt there, and good job of fighting it off by Jones.
The pitch. And Jones will reach for the first time on the day off the walk.
Earns himself a walk. That's called a quality AB right there.
Everybody takes a look at the batting average. You know, that's a big stat, but I like the on-base percentage.
Yep, on-base percentage and OPS.
Here's the pitch by Cobalt, and this one's knocked backwards for strike one. And Cobalt really getting after it right here in the 6th. 2 down, 1 on for the Red Sox. They've already earned 6 runs. This one's going to be bounced out. Third baseman will get the pick and the throw to first, and that's aside. So 1 left on, 6 earned for the Red Sox, and we've got a game going into the top of the 7th. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop into 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton, Jeff Brabant on the call for our Montana 2018 A American Legion State Tournament. And Coach, it's become a game here in the top of the 7th.
It really has, and if we can get a 1-2-3 inning, Bitterroot's got the momentum, and 9-1-2 coming up for them, so we're probably going to get in the heart of their order. This game could get interesting.
It's Tristan Lewis on the bump. for the Red Sox, and leading off, it's Jack Schwager, the third baseman. So 5, 6, 7 here in the top of the 7th for the Twins. They're looking to see if they can pad that 2-run lead.
Yeah.
Lewis with the pitch.
Unfortunately, we can't tell if Bitterroot's got anybody in the bullpen right now, but
Matt Brown's going to go ahead and come out and check in with Lewis.
look who's throwing in the bullpen, Chris. The older Veneman kid. He's going to come in the 7th, I bet.
Yep, we did see Sims warming up, but Ryan Veneman, the first baseman, now throwing. He came in yesterday against Laurel, and you talked about how key he was for that win.
Huge. Big save.
Even at 1, excuse me, on the count to Schwager. Schwager is 0 for 2. Reached off an error. This one is going to be an out as it's thrown to Bowman for out number 1 off from the third baseman.
Good play by Omelet, coming to his left, come get it a little bit. Nice little flip of the wrist.
So we go to the right fielder, Matty Morrison, with 1 out and nobody on.
Getting that first out, that's big.
And Veneman is really getting after it in the pen. This one's going to be popped up over our heads, out of play for strike 1. So Lewis looking to get out of the inning to give his boys a chance at the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. And that one's floated in for ball 1. Dan Seymour in the on-deck circle with 1 out and nobody on. This one's going to be rolled. Omelet, another good stop at third. The throw to first, and Bowman secures it for out number 2.
2 quick outs. It's going to get interesting, Chris, if they can get this out.
We go to the bottom of the 7th, and the Twins, if they hold on, are state champs. If not, we'll have a second game bonus baseball on the state tournament.
And I'm not going to lie to you, Chris, I wouldn't mind getting the field ready one more time.
You just want a chance down here with the boys to talk to some of these other pitchers. We'll go strike 1.
Veneman with the hat, or Omelet with the hat trick. Yes,
Throw
sir.
to first and the tag to exclamation. And we go to the bottom of the 7th, where it's going to be all or nothing for the Red Sox. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to MPSN as we go to the bottom of the 7th with an 8-6 game. The Red Sox coming back in the bottom of the 6th inning, and it's the top of the order, 1-2-3, Cam Rothy to lead off, the second baseman, with Goligoski in the on deck and Brown in the hole.
This first out's huge, Chris.
Here's the pitch, and it is Forrest Cobelt, and it'll get away from Brown for ball 1.
I'd even take extra innings, Chris.
Here's the pitch, and it's over the plate, even at 1. You know, I wouldn't mind either. Last week on Wednesday, it's only been since Wednesday. I'm saying last week. Everything bleed together here for me.
You got to call a walk-off, didn't you?
I did. We went 9 innings on that one, and that one I was hoping for early game. That way he could get in the truck and get here, but
to hurry up and break down.
The Royals, yeah, I didn't even pay attention to what was going on with the ceremony afterwards, as the leadoff batter will be walked.
That's how it starts, and they're going to make a change right away.
So a leadoff walk, and it looks like this is just a check-in. That puts Rothy at first, and man, it's tough for the Twins. I know that they've played these guys 5 times this year, but when you face Rothy, Goligoski, and Brown, Omlad, all scheduled, well, 3 of the 4 scheduled up, 1 of them already on off a walk, that's tough.
Yeah, he's got his work cut out for him now.
Goligoski, Tanner Goligoski, the shortstop, first pitch, and it's going to be low for a ball. That is not what a coach wants to see after a visit.
I would imagine he might be taking too.
Here's the pitch. And it's upstairs for ball 2. Matt Brown in the on-deck circle. 1 on and no outs, and this is how the 6th inning started.
You definitely don't want to walk him because Rothy's going to come up and bunt.
Brown. Rothy's at first.
Or sorry.
We get strike 1.
Oh yeah, we're on 2. Are we on 2?
We're on 2. Yeah, it was 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I thought 9. I thought it was 9-1-2.
And we'll get 3-1 now.
Okay.
The Red Sox dugout is right below us, folks, and if you can hear, they're getting excited. This one's a line drive to the center fielder, and that's 1 down.
That was well struck. Good piece of hitting right there.
That takes us to Matt Brown, the catcher. Brown is 1 for 3. He had a single with an RBI his last at battle. Grounder to left field. They had Seymour in the pen for a moment there as well. Up high for ball 1 to Brown, and I was talking to Ron Edwards this morning, the Legion chair here, about how deep the Twins are as we get strike 1 now to Brown. They just they've got a stable full over there in the pen. Brown's going to have this one down the third base line. It'll be fair. The hop, the throw to first is high. Runners are going to advance as it rolls deep. They're going to go ahead and bring Rothy around from first. He'll come in, and Brown stands at second, and a run earned off the error for the Red Sox.
It went out of play, Chris. They're killing it.
They're going to kill it. Okay. Officials coming together, and I have to say that it's been a phenomenal job by your guys as officials this week. Not quite sure where what areas they all came from, but they've all done a great job this weekend.
Yeah, they're kind of from all over. We got a couple local guys that have. Our UIC has done a couple World Series games and some regionals. Jeff Hill, who just made that call at first, has done some regionals. There's a lot of years of experience out there. They're a good crew.
Are we going to keep the error on at first, though?
Yes.
Okay. So we get the crew, and we're going to go ahead and add the error on. So Brown at second.
They're going to intentionally walk Omlad.
And they're going to intentionally walk Omlad to load the bases with 1 out.
Here is the pitching change.
And that's where we're going to see the change. So we'll go ahead and step aside. We'll be back with American Legion Baseball on the Missoula Cup Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Attention, all Legion baseball fans. The Missoula Prep Sports Network will be the exclusive video streaming provider for the Montana-Alberta AA and A Legion tournaments July 18th through August 1st. If you know of a local business in your community that would like to support the coverage of the games, please send us an email and we'll get in touch with you. Join us live from Kalispell, Montana and Miles City, Montana, July 28th through August 1st for state championship drama. MPSN. Legion baseball fans home for the 2018 Montana-Alberta state tournaments.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network, joined by the skipper of the Miles Community College, Jeff Brabant. And we were talking about our officials. John Harris, the UIC, is from Miles City, as well as Jeff Hill and Sean Neji. Craig Burby is from Laurel. Kelly Ope is from Billings, and Merrill Percy is from Glendive. So that's where our A officials hail from. We come to the plate with Garrick Richardson and Ryan Veneman on the bump. Runners at first and second, 1 out on the board. And the first pitch will be a strike as time is called.
Strike one right away. That's what Veneman did last night against Laurel. Come in that 3-1 count that we were talking about. Strike one, strike two.
So what do you think the dinner conversation tonight if the Twins get through this one with the older brother to the little brother? Hey, I had to save that game for you, young man.
Yeah, you're just living in my shadow still.
Here's Ryan Veneman with the pitch. And it's over the plate for strike two.
A little bit of a slider or something right there is a good pitch. Big at-bat right here. Big pitch, big everything. This is how it should be. Every pitch means something right now.
The 0-2 swung on, and that will be strike or out number 2 on the K. Struck out swinging. Rothy at third and Brown at second, with Omelette at first. Loaded bases. 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be tinged right into the glove of the second baseman, and the Glacier Twins are your champions at the A level. The line drive to the second baseman, and Coach, break down this game for us real quick.
Well, that ball was striped right there, and then unfortunately with baseball, it's just that's you live and die by that stuff. There was a lot of hard balls and atom balls hit right at him. And that's just the game of baseball. But both guys did a really good job pitching, and at the end of the day, unfortunately, somebody's got to come out on top. And there's a lot of balls hitting the 6-hole. A couple key errors here and there made by both sides that made the game interesting. But the championship game should be end like that, where it comes down to the last pitch and everything kind of means something. So 2 quality teams coming out of Montana. They're going to represent us really well in Idaho, and couldn't be happier and really pleased from our standpoint to be able to host something like this, and hopefully we put on a good show for everybody and give everybody a great experience. I think that's the bottom line.
For the Twins, they are 6-0 on the season against the Red Sox. Talk about how hard it is to do that.
Well, it's almost impossible. Especially like we talked about, they all know each other. They know their tendencies. They probably have charts on them. They're not going to be surprised on what they see on the mound, and that makes it a lot more difficult to be able to beat a team that many times. And so, hats off to them for doing it and grinding it out.
Well, Coach, I want to say thank you. You probably have to get down to the field and be part of the ceremonies here. But first of all, thanks for letting us come out here and stream the games. It's been a lot of fun. You guys have been a great host. The field has been phenomenal. It's been good baseball. And secondly, thanks for coming on and doing 2 games with me. It's really great to have you on board to know a little bit of the history of what's going on in the area and the teams.
Yeah, you bet. It's been my pleasure. Appreciate you coming up here. I hope it's a mainstay. I think you provide a great service for, a lot of people that aren't able to get here, and couldn't be more happy about it.
All right. Well, thank you, Coach. We'll let you go. So the Glacier Twins are your state champions at the A level for Legion Baseball. Next up for the Missoula Prep Sports Network, we will be in Missoula, back home next Wednesday through Sunday for the Northwest Regional Tournament for the AA level. We will have teams from Alaska, Hawaii, Washington, Idaho, Oregon, Wyoming, and 2 from Montana. The Billings Royals, the state champions, and the host Missoula Mavericks. So everyone, have a great start to your week. We will talk to you on Wednesday morning from Ogren Park at Allegiance Field. Have a good evening, everyone. Enjoy your Sunday safely.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports.
What a rush!
MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness.
Always, always, always.
Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.
Well,